There are 3 components to healing that are always present with any effective healing technique, no matter the origin. First, there needs to be an environment of well-being. This is both external and internal. You need to feel safe and be in a safe place, provided with or providing yourself with emotional support. Emotional support is acceptance, kindness, attention. It isn't forced positivity. There also needs to be contact with the wound. Another way of saying this is that you need to have a felt relationship with it. That doesn't mean going fully into the experience or reliving it. It means having it there in your emotional awareness. These first 2 components take some artistry and care. The nature of trauma would have you be present to only the pain or only the safety. But when you're able to be present to both, that is when healing happens. If you get overwhelmed and too deeply connected with the wound, you may get insight or greater self-awareness, but you can also re-traumatize yourself. If you rest in well-being, you build up your sense of safety, which is wonderful, but it's not until that safety touches the wound that you start to feel the safety is unconditional and trustworthy. The third component is involving the body. The body houses the emotions while the mind organizes them. If you think of the trauma as a room in your house, let's say that room is packed to the ceiling with stuff and totally unusable. The mind can make lists and plans and categorize things into thoughtful piles, but the body is what actually moves it out so you can use the room again. If you're just doing the mental emotional work, it's like organizing the boxes and just leaving them neatly stacked in the middle of the room. We involve the body through movement, through breath, through posture, and through engaging the subtle communication system of the meridians. Each of these ways of using the body naturally integrates emotion when we are allowed to process naturally. Many of these instincts of moving and shaking and intensifying our breaths are socialized out of us at a young age, so we forget how our body knows how to return to homeostasis. In this audio, we're going to be focusing on how to use the meridian system. This is the system of energy channels used in traditional Chinese medicine. You can think of this system as both a system of communication and of vitality. We engage it through percussive tapping on specific points. These points are like switches on a circuit board. In the same way you might flip a switch to reset the circuit, tapping resets the circuit of your energy system. This updates your body on the work you are doing in the mental emotional spheres. Included in this course is an outline of all the points traditionally used in the technique called tapping, or sometimes referred to as emotional freedom technique, or EFT. You can also tap all around the rib cage, up the clavicle, around the pecs, the sternum, around the lower ribs, and underneath the arms. Feel free to tap on tender spots, any points that feel especially good to tap on. This is a very forgiving process, and if you tap with all 5 fingers, you're guaranteed to be hitting some relevant points. In order to put all of this together, we tap and go through our mental emotional work at the same time. You can even vocalize what you're doing out loud. This might sound like, I'm feeling so angry about this, and I'm still held in a constant state of grace. Or, I feel like I might not ever get over this, but maybe I'm okay as I am. You're pairing your felt experience of the wound with the medicine of friendly attention and existential comfort. In this audio, we will be providing you with prompts and guiding you through the experience, but feel free to find words that feel most true for you. Make this process your own.